If you are considering buying or upgrading your action camera, you do not want to miss this video. Almost 2 months ago, I switched my GoPro Hero 10 for the Osmo Action 4, and I will show in this video my personal impressions and some setups that will make your recordings much more easier and professional. Before showing the camera, let's address the elephant in the room: overheating. Well, I will not say it's impossible. I only had one episode of overheating. However, I was recording in South Italy during summer, in the middle of the day and under the sun. Also, I was recording 4K 60 frames per second with stabilization on, which DJI calls rock steady. To say the truth, I was overheating. One thing we need to consider about this and basically all action cameras is they have great quality, they are small and waterproof, or at least they are water resistant. Those features are why they sell so well. However, when you mix all, hardly you can get good heat dissipation. Can you see it? It's a sealed box. There is no place for the heat to go. Considering all this, I am super happy with the Osmo Action 4 thermal performance. My GoPro used to overheat and turn off just for recording time lapses, or even recording 4K, and I was living in the UK. If you are recording 1080p, it will be practically impossible to overheat using the Osmo Action 4. And if you are recording 4K, unless you are in a hot summer day, camera is still and under the sun, I don't think we will have any problems as well. Not with the camera at least. Please, stay in the shade as much as possible and use sunscreen. The other major point I want to address, and you will notice this for sure if you have or had a GoPro, is the grip system. It's so much better. You don't need to screw or unscrew to release or fix the camera. There are magnets to help, and once you hear the click, the camera is solid fixed. To remove it, just press both sides. Easy. Probably you don't need this tip, and was just me being dumb. Sometimes it was difficult to remove the camera from the support because maybe my thumb is too big and didn't fit the space between the camera and the screw. If this happens to you, instead of keep trying, just rotate the camera or your hand. Yeah, I said it was dumb. Anyways, let's have a quick look at the camera. On one side you have an opening flap for the battery and memory card. On the other side you have a power button and another opening with the USB port that you can use to charge the battery, connect to a microphone or to a computer and use it as a webcam. There's a big screen in the back and a smaller one in the front, which is super useful when you are recording yourself. The menu system is easy to operate. Just click wherever you want and slide to make the adjustments. Now, when you buy the camera, you will have to choose a package or combo. DJI starts with the standard combo, which is more or less just the camera, one battery, cables, and a protection case. This case, beyond protection, is important if you want to shoot vertical videos because the camera alone only has a grip connection on the bottom. I choose the Adventure combo. It's a little more expensive, however, it comes with a battery charger and 3 batteries. The charger beyond charge, of course, and showing the charging stage of each battery is good to store them. This combo also comes with the extension rod. I also got the floating handle, which can be super useful if you are using the camera in the water. Now, let's see some examples and you can check the quality by yourself. And now by the sea under this amazing sun, it's the perfect moment to subscribe. With just one click, you can help me to keep producing videos like this one. I'm testing the camera audio and the motion stabilizer. I'm recording with 4K, 30 frames per second right now in horizontal position and using log. Now I am recording in vertical position, also 4K, 30 frames per second, using log color. Now I am walking with the full extent arm of the stick that comes with the Action package. I don't know if you can hear me now, because it's pretty noisy here and the camera is kind of far. I'm using the camera in vertical position, also 4K, 30 frames per second, linear color. I will give a little run so you can see how is the motion stabilizer. Considering this is the end of the stick, it's shaking a lot. I don't know how will be the final video, but I can see a lot of movement in the camera. So this is the arm with the lowest extension, normal color setup, and horizontal position, 4K, 30 frames per second. So this is basically with no extension of the arm, in 4K, 30 frames per second, motion stabilization, and normal color setup. Normal color setup, and the arm is full extended at this point. Now with the full arm extension, 4K, 30 frames per second, horizontal position, normal color setup. Seat is pretty wide, so I can open my arms, you can see the ocean behind me. Yeah, you can do some effects. I don't know if this is something usable later. In all videos you just saw, I was using camera audio. It was actually quite good considering the ocean noise and the wind, but sometimes you may need to use a microphone. If you have a DJI mic, it's almost perfect. The mic has a USB connection that will fit right on the USB port on the camera. Mind, of course, the camera is not waterproof when you remove a side flap and use the USB port. I said almost perfect because if you have a DJI mic and want to record vertical videos, that can be a challenge. I showed before that for the vertical setup you need to use the protection case to mount the camera, but their mic does not fit with their own case. Strange. The solution I found for this, of course, spending more money, but not so much. Small Rig did a very good job with this case. It's all metal. You can access all side panels, including change the battery, which is not possible with the original DJI case. And more importantly, you can use the DJI mic. You probably can use a lot of USB mics here. I only had the DJI and the Rode VideoMix Shotgun. Both worked without any problem. The only downside with the Rode is the camera angle is so wide that's kind of difficult to keep the tip of the mic out of the frame. Let's start with color. You probably heard or will hear a lot about log color is so much better. It can be, or it can be worse, or it can make no difference at all. It will depend on your video and workflow. One thing for sure is it will add another step to your final delivery, as log color video is not ready for use out of the camera. You will need a program to grade or apply a LUT, otherwise the image will look washed. That is because log color, in order to preserve highlights and shadows, will compress them. For this video I used DaVinci Resolve and the LUT I downloaded from DJI website. However, if you are not grading your video in post-production, the normal color setup will be a faster and ready-to-use option. Of course, if I wanted to grade the video, the log color would be a much better choice. All sounds in the recorded videos are exactly what was recorded. No filters or level adjustments. The camera sound is better than expected. You can hear my voice in almost all videos, even with the ocean noise and the camera on the fully extended rod. When I fully extended the rod and was walking fast or even running, the camera was shaking a lot. DJI Rocksteady does a good job on keeping all smooth. This camera has a wider angle than the GoPro, but I noticed some distortion depending on your scene, though was easily fixed in DaVinci Resolve. Low light performance is not great, but that's understandable. After all, this is an action camera and maybe it's not a too good idea to practice action activities on low light. If you need to save memory space, don't forget to use HyperLapse. It's a nice way to show long walks without the need of recording long videos or adjusting speed on post-production. After the last update, they added an amazing feature. You can record without recording, unless you want. Okay, that seems complicated, I will explain. Don't you hate when you need to keep recording to don't miss that perfect moment of something important, but that something important never happens, and you just keep wasting battery and memory? Well, for this case you can use pre-rec. You select pre-rec, the time you want to buffer, and it's done. Just point the camera, and when that amazing thing you are waiting for happens, you press record. The camera will start recording from that point, plus keep all previous time stored in the buffer. It's like a recording time machine. No more out of space or searching through several useless clips to find what you want. Well, that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you are considering buy something that you saw in this video, I have it all in the affiliated links below. By using them, you will help me to keep producing videos like this one. And if you like the video and want to see more like this, please don't forget to subscribe, like it and share the video. Bye!